Hey friends, it's Joe from DadBod. Today is day 109 of the program. It's around 77 degrees in Tokyo because we're now into late September and it's 5:29, something like that. 5:29 in the morning. So nice bright start. Kari woke up and I gave her some milk and put her back to bed, which was great. So let's work out. Let's have some fun. Tips for today as you prep for your whole half marathon thingy. Let me fix my camera. Today is a legs day. Now likely in 2 days will also be a longer legs day as you traverse the world on your feet. So just a quick note is like, don't push too hard, but 2 days you have some room for recovery. So you can still get a nice pump. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do 2 or 3 sets. It kind of depends on when the kids wake up today. So I'm still going easy. But we got split squats to start. A long time ago, I did these with 20s. So that's where I will start. And then we will go on from there. My sinuses are still a little wonky from all the travel and the pollen from the world. And the only difference between a split squat and a lunge, I don't remember what the difference was. I don't remember. I looked it up and I forgot. But we're gonna do a split squat, which I think is just a lunge without movement. I think a lunge you step and come back. A split squat you start there and you just drop. I'll do 10, maybe? Sounds good-ish. But yeah, go easy with yourself. 1, 2, I'm going moderate on depth. 3, I'll increase it as I go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could definitely lift more than this, so I might increase it next rep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one was harder. I'm still a little twisted. I'm working on it. Yesterday's run didn't help me much. Luckily, today, the cool thing about working at home is the accessibility of a bathroom. God. That was such a mess. It was like a bad day. It was definitely a expectations versus reality kind of thing. 1 second. Okay, let's take a note. Everything's draining today. It's gross. 10 reps. X1. All right, we have RDL, Romanian deadlift. I could probably heavy with this. So let's try. Alexa, what's 22.5 kilograms into pounds? I think it should be 50. Yeah, 50s. Let's try 50s. But yeah, yesterday, my expectations are like, this is going to be a great time for us to reflect together on the journey we've been and to remember where we started and where we're going. And, you know, all the great strides we've taken towards progress and a better, healthier you, and like just super jazzed. And before they started, there's a sorry, picking up weights. Gross. That's funny. There's like a bathroom near a train station where I kind of come in for these workouts. And I thought about going the second time. I was like, nah, I'm good. Wasn't good. So let me move back. It would have been a totally different workout. I was like, I'm already starting late, gotta get the kids to school. It's like, it's only 2 miles, we'll be good. Yakiniku said it wasn't good, my friends. It was bad. Very, very bad. Some decisions were made. No one was harmed. It's great. We're adaptable people. Those decisions won't be fully discussed or revealed to protect the innocent. Okay, so Yeah, it's actually quite impressive. So let's, what do we got? Let's do 12 of these. This is going to be pretty heavy for me. I'm working on getting the glutes back and the squeeze. I'm not fully there. The right one's better than the left right now, so we'll see where this lands. Maybe I'll bring this out to the side a little bit. Squat it up. Root my feet. Squeeze my butt. Tuck my tailbone. Wiggle my knees. Tap it back. One, nice. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. That's challenging. But yeah, wasn't the run I wanted to have. Was not the run I wanted to have. But hopefully it's encouraging for you all to see how real this journey's really been. I gotta stop talking about global goblet split squat. So it's the same split squat that we did earlier. We are just holding one weight. So when you hold a weight out here, it changes the loading. All right, working that thumb up. Let's do a 40. One singular 40. You're like, really? Legs day? We're gonna do legs day before a race? Yes. But we're gonna do it reasonable. There's no need to be silly. Gobble it in. Find the spacing. Activate core. Drop into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now, during COVID and vacation, I did 0 lunges or squats. So today's pretty challenging for me. And luckily, I got some adrenaline. So I'm like able to show up and do it. But I'm feeling that it's difficult. I'm like, I don't want to work too hard today because I don't have a day off before the run. Because tomorrow's upper body stuff. And abs. Sorry. And abs recover pretty quickly. 40s. 10 reps. X1. Glute raise. Okay, cool. Now it's band time. Happy bands. We need a black and a red. So like, I just want to make sure our legs feel fresh. So feel free to adjust as you need to. It's okay to get some pump. You just want to make sure you're not running on wobble legs, you know. But legs that are a little sore, you can ease into them just fine. Just like we always have. Put this around my thighs. Friends, thanks for your consistency with the journey. This workout today is a big deal. It is the last time you're doing lunges in this program. Ever. Until you decide to repeat some of the blocks and keep running or whatever you're going to do. At least for the time being, there's an end. So we have single leg. We're going to balance on one and then do 15 lifts. I'm actually using this as an opportunity to stretch my upper back. My right shoulder is still a little slippy. It's getting better. It's mobilizing into the right spot. Alright. First we gotta get a good glute raise. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze hard. Find your balance. Get a leg. 1. Little pulses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And when you do the lift on this side, your hips will want to collapse and then lift from the collapse. And you really have to keep things level, which means a good squeeze on the support leg, which is why it's hard. So just work towards that. At 16 weeks in, I think you're able to do this, but you can always modify it down to just a normal glute raise or put some weights on your hip and keep a double leg, or single leg and just hold the leg instead of pulsing it. There's things we can do. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's crazy. I'm like, what? 16, 18 weeks post-COVID? Cardio still ain't there. That's actually what's getting me. Like, I have the strength for this, but it's the pacing of moving through it. I'm like, whoa, this is hard. There we got red, black, 15 reps. Next one. Okay, so you can go back to that band. And I'm trying to remember if we do thighs or foot for this. I think we're going to do feet. I think you put this around your feet and you kick one out. It seems right. Let's try and I think you just connect them on your feet. This is the quadruped push out thing, similar to a bird dog if you've ever done a bird dog in yoga. Yeah, that feels about right. I'm gonna cough again. Out. Getting oxygen into those small airways. It's amazing how much that breathing's become a part of life with me. I even do it like when I'm nervous sometimes. Like, I had a big presentation at work. I was in the elevator and there was no one there, and I was just like, I did like 4 of them going up, and then I came out. I was like, I'm ready. I can breathe. Because sometimes when you struggle at public speaking, it's because you stop breathing. It was a great presentation. It went well. All right. So the important thing before you kick is you really have to engage your core and get your posture, which is hard for me on these. So you don't want to be too cat. This is cat or cow. I forget which one. I think it's cat. You don't want to be arched. You want to find neutral. And then I'm pulling my core towards my chest without getting a crazy bend. And then when it's locked, then we can push slow. 10 of these. Ooh, that's hard. 3. Now I still get a little bit of hip twist on this. I'm working on it. 4. Hopefully you look better than me. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And I'm going to be honest, because of all my mobility issues, I feel that in a whole bunch of places. I'm not sure what it's actually supposed to target. So feel free to look it up. For me, I'm like getting it on outer butt, inside, support leg, abs. But I actually don't know where this is supposed to be hard. I just know it's all hard for me. Get the core locked. Leg up. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So hopefully, by the end of Moose Lift 4B, you'll have something to be proud of. Something measurable in regards to progress. Right? Hopefully you're doing more than you were doing on week 1 of Moose Lift 1B. Right? I know I am. So, again, you have to find those non-scale victories, those non-aesthetic victories. You're stronger and less injury prone than you've probably ever been, or at least in the last couple of years, right? Because we all reach like peak fitness at like 18, maybe in your early 20s, and then life. And now we're like, well, I'm not going to be an 18-year-old, but like, can I find something that's midway better and hold that until we hit our 80s or whatever, right? Let me find a fitness level I can ride out to the end. I mean, some people can surpass where they were, but that's also not necessarily the best goal. At least at the start of the journey. You got to make smart, measurable goals. Like I want to be able to do Romanian deadlifts with 50 pounds. I started with 20s, right? I started with no weight technically until I found form. But that might have been before we started the program together. I can't remember. Right, this is red, black, 10 reps, X1. Ooh. I'm trying to decide if I want to do bench or sketchy steps. Let's do sketchy steps today. But friends, I am so proud of you. I'm also so tired. This is where I woke up, but I hadn't done like some of the setup. I normally get my camera and everything kind of like pre-ready so that I can just snap into it before the kids wake up, and it just didn't happen because I had some work meetings, and then I did like 20 minutes of Ghost of Tsushima on PS5 just to chill out. But like even today, day 109, I was like, oh, do I skip today? The toxic thoughts are there every day. And right now I'm even looking at figuring out how to like live stream my runs, which is, there's a lot of technical challenges in that to get good cell signal to put it up on TikTok or Twitch, and in some ways it's expensive. So I'm trying to figure that out because it's like I like the accountability of community while I work out, and I have the accountability of building the program and knowing people will probably go from A to B, right? So like if I miss runs, you miss runs. But that was challenged with COVID and all that. Hopefully you got the runs. But after this, like when I go on my run on Monday after my half marathon, if I'm not live streaming or recording it, I have no reason to talk. I don't know. Do I want to run in silence? Will I run to the same level? Like, I have a good why of complete the program. I'm still finding the next why. So that's something I'm trying to figure out just to kind of keep me moving in the right directions. So when we make DadBod part 2 for the full marathon, hopefully I'm starting off better than where I'm at right now. Oh, that's a good twist. Okay, let's do the step downs. So the goal of the step down is to get some good drop in on your butt before you touch the ground. I'm probably going to go a little easy on this one. This knee has had a little bit of aggravation here, which I've been trying to kind of rub out and stretch out. A little concerned for the half, but hopefully it'll arrive, so I don't want to push too hard on things like this. Let's see. Bring your knee up. Problem is I want to just bring it up and then drop it lower to touch, which is cheating. I have to keep it above. 2, booty. 3, let's grow a booty. 4, it matters. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. It's funny, I didn't do any before or after weights or measurements or things. But I'm thinking about like making an intro video that shows the before and after. And on things like this, I'm like, my thighs are bigger. My calves are big. I don't know where this has landed. It's funny though, like as this stuff grows, it makes me, I still have like body dysmorphia. Is that the right word? No. Like when I make progress on my legs, it makes me feel like I'm gaining weight on my stomach. That's why I really run away from aesthetics, because the way my body becomes more fit doesn't make me look the way I want to look. So I try not to pay it any mind and try to measure how many push-ups can I do. And apparently we ended this program at 30, which is wild. I don't think I've ever been able to continuously do 30 push-ups. Favoring that knee a little bit too. Cool. I think that's 8, 6 or 8. Can't remember. One set. Today's probably a 2-set day. 8 reps. I mean, I could go 3, but because it's legs and we run in 2 days, I just don't want to be silly. It's just not something I want to work through on Saturday. And because I had to put Akari back to bed, it'll give me a little margin to shower and get the kids going for breakfast. I mean, we could always quit right now. That'd be cool. We don't have to be here. You still don't have to be here. Just remember my good friend Clayton, okay? Like you're on like mile 5 of your half marathon, and it's just sucking for one reason or another because you're not halfway and it's hard. Just put your little buddy Clayton on your shoulder, you know, just be like, we don't have to be here. We could always quit. Thank you for college. It's like, we could always drop out. We don't need to be doing this. It was like all-nighter studying with Clayton. We don't have to be here. And he would just like grimace and like just suck it up and do the work for an extra 2 hours and go to bed at 4, wake up at 8, drop off our homework at the lecture and walk out and go back to bed. It's great. All right, split squats. We did 20 last time. That was too light, so let's go up to 30. So everything I've been doing this week is focused on form, getting everything to sit where it should be, strengthening it, so hopefully my form will be a little bit more on autopilot. It's never really on autopilot on a run, but the hope is that's just not a problem. Tuck the core, drop it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lunges and squats are great because they work the full range of motion of the muscle. When you're running, you're not getting the full bend and some of this stuff, right? So like, even though it's been good that I've been doing the runs during COVID, well, I took a break with COVID, but during vacation. But I'm really glad I got to squeeze in at least one nice leg workout to kind of holistically strengthen the regions. Because I'll run stronger. I'll be less injury prone. Because for today, a lot of the soreness or fatigue is actually around the knees. Because I'm not used to fully flexing under load. I'm used to flexing this much on my run, not this much. So that'll be good. I think we have deadlifts next. Whew. Drink. Thanks for hanging out, friends. Hope it's going well. Trying to jazz myself up for the RDLs. I know I can do it because I've done them. But my booty's like, you sure? You sure about that? You really want to do that? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm sure about that. Alright. Flip this over to my back. Off to the side, or actually back pocket should work. Right on the glutamus. I'm excited though. I love my friends. I do. They left. They flew out 2 days ago, so I had like a normal-esque day of dropping the kids off at school and going to work. Still had to eat out because I had to go into the office and come back, and the time didn't work. But today, it's the first day I get to cook for myself in like 2.5 weeks across COVID and travel. It's so good. I could like finally get control. It'll be nice. Like my salt intake's been super high. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know if it's related, but I feel, so we're gonna use feel words here because I'm not a doctor. I feel like when my salt is out of control, like I wake up with more back pain. And it's also, there's probably some correlation of like I don't work out as much if I'm eating out a lot and eating like a fool. But like getting back on fruits and vegetables and drinking throughout the day, not having a fried meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, probably better health coming my way. But it's just a reminder to you, life happens, right? Travel happens, holidays happen, sickness happens, and we work through it and the best we can. Progress isn't always perfectly linear the way that we desire. Squat it up, nice. We still gotta show up and do what we can do. All right, root my feet, squeeze the butt, tuck the core, wiggle the knees, drop it. This is the booty that's gonna carry me. 13.1 miles. Is your booty gonna carry you? 5, 6, 7. Nice. It's a cherry on top, man. We have hit deadlifts consistently for 16 weeks. It's a skill you might not have had. It's an exercise you may have avoided in your adulthood, but it's so good for running. It is just wonderful for posture, lower core strength, stability, all of it. It's what gives you that tilt. So, got a lot of respect for you being consistent with it, continuing to mess with the speed, the weight, the reps. Because once we get that locked, it's easier to run with a nice gradual tilt. And it protects your back to strengthen your back. A lot of times with back injuries, we think we're just supposed to become more and more immobilized so we can heal. And immobilization typically doesn't heal everything. It heals a broken bone. But if you're having some, flattened discs or compressed discs pushing on spinal cord, you get to a point where you need surgery, right? But leading up to it, we're kind of walking it back. if you can drop a little weight at a reasonable pace and increase core strength and back strength and fix posture, it reduces the load of that disc pushing into the spinal cord, which creates pain or creates sciatica. Like deadlifts have been so helpful for me to reduce sciatic issues. It's still, I could find the pins and needles, it's there, but it becomes less severe the more I do that. When I do it with good form and increased strength gradually. All right, we got a goblet. Let's get done. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I'm already like crap. It's 10 on each side. I hate lunges or split squats or whatever these are. I'm still not convinced that this is a squat. I just want to put that out there. Core. 1, 2, 3. I'm going for max depth. 4. 8, 9, 10. Ew. Core. Oh, hey, bud. Yep, you can sneak behind. But then you gotta close the door and get dressed, okay? Morning, bud. It was so windy. We gotta go to the bathroom. It's like, well, yeah, go, buddy. Go, go, go. That was lovely. That was really hard. Whew. Finishing up strong. Heard we don't need to worry about Shia LaBeouf today. He's like out in the Arctic right now. He's been protecting a herd of baby harp seals. It's really, really noble, beautiful effort. For those of you who don't know, like baby harp seals have like really soft fur. So a lot of times like people will go and club the seals and like take their pelts. And it's just because they're babies. So the pelt changes as they get older. It's pretty messed up. Although, y'all, welcome. You know, to share your thoughts on fur trade and all that. But, you know, he's just out there living with a group of them, feeding them treats and warding off human predators in a way that only Shia LaBeouf could do. He's just pacing back and forth, staring at them, and eventually they just break and walk away. They're like, not today. Right. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know, sometimes I think about if this journey blows up. You never know, right? If the Shia LaBeouf thing becomes a meme in the right direction. 6, 7, 8. No, Kai. If you get dressed, you can, okay? Love you, bud. But if it, sneaky buddy. But if it blows up in the right direction, you know, where I'm working out one day, I finish my Shia LaBeouf rep, and then the camera turns and he's there clapping. Wouldn't it be fun if like all the lies I've told about where Shia LaBeouf is, you know, he's cave diving, he's living with a pack of elephants, or all the bizarre things I've said about him. Like if it's literally me saying that, with an overlay of like Shia LaBeouf actually doing all the things. Him getting out into the Arctic and actually protecting the seals. Thanks, bud. I'm almost done with my workout, okay? I need like maybe 5 more minutes. How'd you sleep, bud? It's nice to see ya. Kari had a nightmare last night, so she woke up and I helped her go back to bed. How'd you sleep? Did you have good dreams? You okay? You seem a little nervous. Oh, in what way do you not feel good? Okay. When you went to bed, it was a little sore? And you just slept? You had a sore throat in the evening? Did it hurt, like when you swallow? Can you do me a favor? Because I just want to understand. Could you get a small cup of water and just try to drink it and let me know how? I just need to know how it feels. Let's try it with a full glass of water though, because sometimes that's better than spit. So I just want to know if it makes it feel better, worse, or the same, okay? Because that'll help us know if there's anything wrong. We gotta. Yeah. You can do a small one. Sometimes when we're not feeling well, we just gotta do a couple checks. That's all. Nothing too bad. But he's got a sore throat. Not surprised. Going from COVID to vacation with like 7 destinations. It's a wonder they're not all falling apart. Okay, let me see if I can find you some throat numbing medicine. How old are you, buddy? 6. Okay, let me see if you're allowed to take this. This is the good stuff. Let's see. I gotta check the rules on this. That'll make everything feel better. 4 to 6, ask a doctor. 6 to 12, well, that's a weird transition. 4 to 6, ask a doctor. 6 to 12, 15 milliliters. I mean, you're almost 7. I'm gonna do 15 milliliters. Not a doctor, but it's a little confusing that you tell me for his age he has to see a doctor. For his age, just take the medicine. All right, 15. So Kai, this is a new kind of medicine. It's a bigger person medicine. Me and mommy take it. It's wonderful. It's called Dayquil. And it's Dayquil Severe. So if you feel bad symptoms, it helps. It helps with fever, it helps with coughing. But the big thing is it's gonna be warm. It's gonna kind of like tickle your throat. And what that does is it opens up the throat and it heals it. So it's stronger than kid medicine because you look like you're uncomfy. So I want to make you comfy. It also has a painkiller in it. So where things hurt, they stop hurting. Do you think you could try it? It won't hurt you. It's just going to feel different. It'll feel kind of warm when it goes down your throat, okay? Yep. Oh, okay. And you actually want to sip it slow so it keeps coating your throat to heal it. So don't drink it fast. Do a little sip, and eventually your throat will start to feel better pretty quick. It's a different taste, right? It's kind of weird. Good job, buddy. Take your time with it. That's your first time using Dayquil. Big milestone, bud. You can start to take bigger people medicine. Not always, and mommy and daddy have to help, but I feel like that was the right call. You're pretty much 7. All right. Is it helping? You seem a little calmer. Yeah, it's the strong stuff. All right. Now, because that medicine's strong and you're still a little guy, you can never take that on your own, because if you take too much, you could actually get really sick, okay? But when mommy and daddy measure the right amount for your age, it's safe, okay? So I know you'll see the orange stuff. If your throat's hurting, you have to ask us, okay? And we'll help get the right stuff for you. Yeah, but it's the amount that you have is important. Okay, so mommy and daddy have to pour it. Someday we'll teach you how to do your own medicine, but you're still a little young for that. Yeah, and you'll want to drink all of it little by little, because then you'll have the full dose. And it should help for about 4 hours. Your throat should feel better for about 4 hours, and then we'll see if it hurts again or not. Okay? Yeah, it's a pretty long time. So some medicine works for 4 hours, some works for 12 hours, some works for longer than that, like 24. Let's just check this temperature. Oh, temperature's good. Yeah, 98.3. So I think with a morning sore throat, but no fever, you should still be good for class, and that should make you feel better. But we'll, if it starts to bother you again, tell Miss Carr, okay? And then their school has a nurse, and they can call us. Let's see, what do we have left? Oh, we're done. Well, kind of. It's the fake done. Ugh. We have football drill. Ew. It's been a long day.
Dad, what is this? Does opening your mouth help?
Yeah, because the air kind of like makes it work more on your throat. It's a great idea. All right.
When I swallow my spit,
Oh, that's nice. That's fantastic, buddy.
yeah, but Dad,
Check the feet.
it was another mess.
Okay. Well, Dayquil doesn't work for 24 hours. Hit it. This is a football drill guy. I used to do these all the time in high school. Yeah. Really? Uh-huh. That's fun. Uh-huh. They can't get over your head? That's amazing. So you get really angry when you play soccer? Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I love you, bud. I'm glad we get to hang out this morning. Normally I get a Kari and Emiko. Why don't we make breakfast for everybody? Maybe. We can look at what we have. All right, friends. See you tomorrow.